Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome back to the channel. Happy holidays to everyone. Today I will be planning for the week of December 13th through the 19th, 2021. I'm going to be using this kit from PrintPetticoat Bandit, A Christmas Carol. I printed this kit using digital files and I also foiled it using my Minc. So as you can see, that it has some gold foil elements to it, which I really enjoy. I bought this art. This art came out last year, but I didn't have a machine last year, so I was really excited to be able to use it this year. This lighting, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's a lot of dark cranberries and dark French blues and evergreens, and I just love this art so much. So those are the full boxes. Then I have some really fun Christmas Carol deco right here. Some another full boxes and flags. Had a little bit of trouble with my foiling machine, but that's okay. So we've got some gold, very, very faint marbled gold elements here. Here's the washi. I went ahead. These date dots are from Sadie Stickers Advent Calendar last year. So I just went ahead and used those. We have some additional full boxes here. I decided not to foil some of this, which is why it looks black when really I think it would have printed white regularly. Same with this. I chose not to foil it because I'm running out of gold foil and I didn't think this was absolutely necessary. And then I have some full boxes here and another weekly checklist that I foiled. So I thought that would be pretty. And then this is the last page. I have some gold elements down here, which I always thought were fun. Some additional scalloped headers, lots and lots of header options here. So overall, this is a very robust kit. In addition to these, I'm going to be using my Once More with Love Christmas holiday stickers, including my countdown, which I've been using every day. And then I did a little pre-planning this week. This is, again, a notepad from the Sadie Stickers Advent Calendar last year. I didn't get it this year because I felt like I had enough materials, but this has been instrumental in helping me plan in advance. So this is really exciting. This will be my second to last Christmas kit. I have one more Christmas kit themed for the week of Christmas. And then I'm trying to decide what I want to do for New Year's week, which actually pulls into the next month. So for those of you who watched the other videos, here's my end result from the previous week, which is actually today, the 12th, and then the week before that, which was the first week of December and the last couple of days of March. So overall, I'm liking these very holiday friendly kits, and yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. So I'm going to go ahead and speed things up and come back in voiceover. Great. All right, so I've sped this video up quite a bit, so hopefully I can keep up with all of the things that I'm doing while this is going on. But I decided to put this washi down first. You can't really tell in the video, but it has this marbled texture pattern with a little bit of gold flakes around it, and it's very pretty. And then I just love the way that this came out. Getting this kit to print properly was a challenge. I had to reprint a couple of sheets more than once, and then I had foiling it. I didn't foil all of the sheets that I thought I was going to foil. I ended up foiling the main art, and it came out really well. Some of the foiled headers I'm putting on are a little askew, but I think it still came out really well. I'm sorry this is so zoomed out. I was watching TV, probably Downton Abbey, while I was doing this. So when I do that, it means that I can't see the full screen. So anyway, I use these really adorable Sadie Stickers date covers for the numbers, and then the foiled gold on top of the brushstroke of pale porcelain pink I thought looked really nice. I saw this art last year and I fell in love with it. It's just so classic and fun. Here's my other fireplace scene. So this is the third fireplace scene I think I've used this month. I don't like that it's a double scene, but each one is framed kind of separate. I wish that the design had been altered so that the double box frames would make more sense, but I think it was just the regular kit and the way it was done. So also, the other thing I should tell you about this week, what I'm putting down is accurate up until Friday. The weekend plans shifted a lot, and we wouldn't know that it was going to shift until I think Monday or Tuesday of this week after I filmed this video. So basically, I thought I had to work on the 20th in person, and I didn't. I was allowed to work from home, which meant that we didn't have to wait until the 20th to drive. So we decided to actually go and drive up to New York a little early. Again, this was before Omicron was starting to kind of take shape, but not to the extent that we know about it a week later. But anyway, we decided we would rather spend the extra days in New York with our family. I ended up doing a lot of things in those extra 2 days, so I feel good about it, but that was the other thing. One other thing that I left off this week was on the 14th, my husband got his booster shot, and that meant that I was driving him to the pharmacy and all of that. None of that is on here, but it was kind of a big deal. So anyway, I decided to use as many of the full boxes as I could. I love that Charles Dickens top hat with the candle at the bottom, paired with the foil. It looks so pretty. The parchment says, "God bless us, everyone," up at the top. I put 3 trackers down this week. Oh, good, I zoomed in. Yay. Okay. So the first tracker, I decided to do student logs, making sure that I was keeping up with all of the logs. The second was a move goal, and the third one was sleeping 7 hours a night. For priorities, I decided to use it as a cleaning tracker. So I went ahead and put in, starting from the weekend, which is funny because I ended up doing some of these things earlier in the week because we left earlier, but my cleaning tracker is always kind of the same, just varied in different spots. It's always bathroom, bedroom, shopping, or shopping is just for Christmas. Bathroom, bedroom, living room, decluttering, kitchen, and vacuum. My husband has been really amazing about cleaning the kitchen, so I didn't have to put it on my list this time. And I'm sorry if the top is too cut off. I decided I wanted to put down those to-do headers. I try to vary them up so that they're not all in the same place, but I couldn't remove it once I put it down, so that was that. And then I had these beautiful full box, and I was trying to color block because I like the way the color blocking looked for the previous kit for the Christmas Village. So I ended up color blocking for the rest of them, and they're really beautiful colors. It's that porcelain pink, that deep cranberry, and then sort of a dark teal, and it looks really, really good. Unusual Christmas colors, but still very pretty. And I ended up using all of the check boxes for the week. And I didn't use full check. Oh, yes, I did. I did use them for every single day of the week. And I did end up saving the remnants of these kits because I realized that when you have a full weekly and you can't use all the stickers, I have the digital files. I can print them again. And if I know that I have a bunch of things left over from the previous kit, I won't have to print those pages next time. So I have started saving collections of unused stickers together, which is new for me. But I think it's going to help manage a lot of that decision making when I want to reuse the same art over and over again. Or not, I could just do something completely different. It's a future Bridget problem. So this was a big spirit week. It was the last week before school ended. Everybody was really into it, and there were all these different things that were happening on different days. So I decided, next to the Once More with Love countdown tracker that I had, I decided to just go ahead and put in things that were happening for Spirit Week for that day. So Spirit Week was really happening at the elementary school, not the middle school, but there were a couple of middle school events. So Monday was Headband Day, which is what I'm writing in there. We had to wear a crazy holiday headband, so I went and I bought one. And I actually wore it a lot this season. On Wednesday, it was PJ Day, so that was all the teachers were supposed to wear PJs. And then Thursday was the Take and Bake, where we have a meal prepared for us and we get to take it home. Friday was a tacky sweater day, which I have a tacky sweater that lights up, so I thought I was golden. Some of these teachers came in and they had an actual, like, they made their own and they lit up and they sang. I mean, teachers are amazing. They're just amazing. So I'm just putting up at the top. Sorry that you can't see that. I was trying to use some of the deco up at the top, and I don't think you can see anything that I'm doing right now, so I'm sorry about that. So I had what I thought were 3 IEP meetings on that Tuesday, which is what I'm filling out. Oop, and I just found the other Hello Weekend banner, so I went and layered that over. I love this like marbled, these marbled turquoise headers. They look like very old bindings of books, which is so appropriate. I just love the details in this collection. Very, very well done. So I had a few IEP meetings for this week. I only actually had 2 on Tuesday, and that's because I was supposed to have 2 on Monday and I only knew about 1. Oops. But that's okay. One of them was a dismissal meeting, which was very exciting and bittersweet. I love dismissing students because it means they're back in the classroom and that I've done my job, but it also means that I'm no longer treating them. But for every student I've dismissed this year, 3 or 4 more have been added to my caseload. So the dismissal rate does not match the acquisition rate at all. That's a Once More with Love planning sticker. I just thought that was so cute. And I didn't really need a full to-do box on that Saturday anyway. I didn't need it at all, really, but ended up not needing it at all. But I did put it down. And then, so I'm just marking on some of the things I have to do for Wednesday. It's a very cute little foiled push pin, so I just added it for effect. That says minted order arrives. Those are my Christmas cards. I've been cheating and spending money on Christmas cards, which is not something I used to do, but I do enjoy giving them. And I think this year was a big success because even though they arrived just a couple of days before Christmas, and for the most part, people were texting me to say, I just got your card, Merry Christmas. And that was really, really sweet. So I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad I invested the time and the money in that. But Minted is great because you can kind of cheat. They pre-print the names and everything for you. So it's once you do it once, you never really have to put addresses in again. You just have to update them. So this was supposed to be my data week where I was supposed to take data on how the kids were doing. And I take data every single session, but I wanted to take data using SLP Toolkit for progress monitoring. And I ended up not doing that, mostly because the kids were so excited for the holidays and excited for school to end that they were not at their optimal best behavior. And so I didn't feel like it was appropriate for me to use that week for progress monitoring. It's a shame because I wanted to have something where I could directly compare between the last time I saw them and like a 2-week hiatus to see how they are progressing, if they regressed, that kind of thing. But I can look at the data individually and do that. I don't need a whole algorithm to do it. So I'm just marking in the things that I knew I had to do on certain days, making sure I had my gifts wrapped for my coworkers, taking data. What you can't see on that Thursday up at the top, it said sleep in. That was our plan, was to kind of sleep in on Saturday. Obviously, it didn't happen. We got up early and left. We tried to pack mostly the night before. So it should have been a really celebratory Friday of, yay, we're done with school for 2 weeks, really turned into a packing frenzy. Not at all relaxing. And we didn't get to go to the botanical gardens. I ended up giving my tickets to a coworker who ended up not being able to use them herself because she couldn't walk around. So all in all, a very crazy weekend. I wrote in finish and mail cards up at the top. That Once More with Love, with a really cute holiday card writing sticker set. And I really enjoyed that. I need to grow my use once or twice a year sticker collection because it's nice to have those even if you only use them once or twice. And we're coming down to the finish line here. I do have just a couple more things that I'm filling in. There's a lot of blank space during this week, mostly because as busy as this week was for me, there wasn't a lot to put in the planner directly. I already knew kind of what clothes I wanted to bring, what I needed to pack, all of that stuff. On that Tuesday, I'm just marking that I had a meeting at 3 and I wanted to take out the trash so that when we had to do it again, there would be enough time to fill up the trash but not have a completely half empty trash. And just marked in, there's a little Scrooge and Marley sign that I thought was really cute, but I didn't have anything to put there. What I can put there now is that we packed, tremendously packed. I felt very Scrooge-like on Friday night because I was so tired from the day of partying that we'd had at the school. Lots of cookies and cupcakes, and oh my gosh, I was on such a sugar high. I had all these things that I wanted to do. So basically that to-do list is what I did on Friday night. So in addition to being sugar high, I also had to buy gas, pack our bags, put air in the tires, all the stuff you need to do before a road trip. And I was hoping to have re-recorded the voiceover for this before Christmas, but it didn't happen. So just making sure I had everything in there. Making an out of office, updating plans of care, finishing reports, and taking data. I did about half those things. That's okay. I love that checker box, that full box, and the gingham pattern up there. I wanted to do a Zoom, and I ended up not being able to schedule it with a friend. So that was just too bad. But I was trying to add more of this deco because it was so cute and so pretty. So that's a candle. Kind of hard to see because it's very pale. The colors in this kit are very contrasted, but very dark. I think this kit would do better if I had printed it on glossy paper, because you really kind of, it sort of bleeds into itself in the mat. All right, so I thought I was going to be doing a zoom, but it didn't happen. And I'm just adding more deco at the top. You can't see any of that. There we go. But there's a Christmas cracker and a quill and some bell ornaments and some counting pence up at the top. It's a little cut off. And then I wanted to add some more on the other side, just filling in additional stickers. Whatever I had left, I put in an orange slice, more ornaments, a little candle. It doesn't really do anything for the spread, but gives it a nice little effect. Trying to use as much deco as possible. I doubled up on the hats over here, and then I wrote nothing in that box. So, oh well. It happens. Okay, so I finished the week. I think it came out really nicely. I tried to color block, but it was a little tricky given how busy the artwork is, so I don't know how successful I really was, but all in all, I actually feel really good about this week. This is the first time in a while that I've been able to actually pre-plan before the week occurs, because I've just been so busy on the weekends doing things, but I do like how this came out. I have some space for things, last minute things that I need to add in. As always, the later part of my week is a little nebulous because it's hard for me to predict what's important and what's not important overall. This is my last full week, so I'm very much looking forward to having everything all squared away before we have to drive. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. All right, take care.